Hello, so today I am going to be doing a tutorial on a warm brown smoky eye, and today I'm going to be using my Bperfect Louise McDonald palette, and we will be working with these lovely warm tones here. As you can see, I already have my makeup half done, so I have my foundation and my eyebrows and my lipstick and everything done, and I'm going to do my eyes now with a palette and finish off my look as well, because I still have my blush and my highlight and everything to do, so I'm going to be using them from the palette as well. So we're going to get started here now, and I am going to be using a nice big fluffy brush for my first colour. It's Inglot 6SS. And for my first colour I am going to use is Marbs on the palette. Okay, so just lightly putting that onto the brush, and I'm always tapping off the excess because you don't want any dust falling over your makeup. So with this first colour, I want it really just to go over the top of the crease of the eye. So you start off there first and just circular motions and bringing that over and back. So just circular motions and building the colour up as well. So you're putting it on little by little. You're not just putting on loads at the start, because it is better to build it up gradually than just full whack at the start. So as you can see, that's a beautiful colour. And just maybe once more, we'll just go over and back with that colour. Always doing your little circular motions. So then we will move on to the next colour that I'm going to use, which will be Toffee. And I am using a smaller fluffy brush. This is my Inglot 8SS. So putting the product on that as well. And so you can see now where this is blended out to up above. So you want to go underneath that again. So this time I will be working in around the crease of the eye. And there's just the same motion again. So the circular motions and going over and back. So you can see the two difference in the colours. And already that looks so pretty. And you can go back in too with another fluffy brush. This is just stain pink, it's not actually pink, and buff it out even more. So it's just really nice and blended, okay? So you can always be checking that as well. Just going to go in again once more with that colour. So it's circular motions and over and back, and just keeping it below the other colour. And then I'm going to be using this little brush. It's a Real Technique brush. It wouldn't be as fluffy as the other brushes. It's a little bit more sturdier, and that's just for packing on the darker colour now with the brown. So I'm going to go in with the Smokey. So I'm bringing that in, and we're just working that in the outer corner of the eye. So just working that product on first. So we're just packing it on first, and then we will blend it out. So just blend that out then. If you do find that you get a little bit of dust drop, don't worry. I just normally get a big fluffy brush and just sweep it away like that. It won't do anything to your makeup, but just be careful not to rub it in to the makeup, because then it will end up. So back to just dabbing that darker colour on and then blending it out. So you can blend it out again with your cocoa and into the crease of the eye, and that will help blend it out. So you can see that is a lovely smoky eye already, a soft smoky eye, which is really nice. So I'm just going to build up the colour again. So you're going in again with Smokey and tapping that on. And then blending out with cocoa. And then I am going to get my big fluffy brush again and go in with Marbs just to go over to get that brightness again. And you can see that just pops that colour back in again. So it's all about layering up and building it up and blending in the colours. So it is a process. It does take time. So then for underneath the eye, I'm going to use this little small brush for packing on the darker colour up near the lash line, and that is, I think this is a MAC brush, and it says France on it, but I don't actually know the number of it because it's broke, sorry. So I am going to put a bit of the product on that and just right underneath the lash line. I'm going to go with that just to smoke it out underneath. And with the wee fine brush, it's easier to get underneath the eye and it keeps it a lot cleaner. And that little brush is like a wee flat brush as well, so it's really good. And then in the MAC 213, it's sort of like a flat brush as well, but it's a wee bit more fluffier. I am going to smoke it out with cocoa, the same, sort of blending that out. And then I am going to get my fluffy brush with that Marbs and just bring that lightness down into the underneath of the eye as well. Which works really well. And if you wanted, you could get your little brush as well and tap on the darker colour, just to darken that down a bit more on the lid. So then I am going to use a little bit of concealer. I am using the Catrice Cosmetics, and that is 005 Light Natural. And then I'm going to just use a little flat brush. This one's from MAC. And I am going to put a little bit in the center of the eye. This will be just so your inner color and the more shimmery color will show up. So I'm just putting that little bit of concealer in there and just tapping it in here so it blends it out into the dark. But what you can do is get your little dark brush and just tapping that on again just to help blend it out. And then your wee fluffy brush, I'm going in with cocoa, and that will just help blend that in. And then with another little flat brush, then I am going to go in with Loyal, this lovely gold shimmer, and I'm just going to pop that over the concealer and blend it out. So you can see that just it makes the colour stand out more, as if you were to put it on just on top of that, it wouldn't pop as much. So that just gives it that wee bit of extra. And then just going back in again with Marbs just to blend that out. So that looks really good. And then I am going to use my mascara, which is Max Factor. I'm going to put that on. The eye's done now, so it is a beautiful smoky eye. I'm just going to finish off the rest of the look now. So I am going to use highlight in the palette, and I'm going to use this little fluffy brush. It is Beauty and Secrets. So I'm going to put that on the little brush, and I'm just going to go along, and like that highlight is beautiful. It's so pigmented, and the same on the other side. A little bit on the tip of the nose, and just sort of shimmering over the center of the face as well, just to give it a little bit of a glow. And then for my blush, I am going to be using my Inglot 3P, and I'm going to be using Peachy. I love this blush, it's really nice. So just bring in that along underneath the highlight and onto the apples of the cheek, and the same on the other side. And you can put a wee bit on the bridge of the nose just so it looks a wee bit more sun-kissed. And that is my look today with the LMD palette. I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.